Hello, you guys, and welcome to Bubble Talk, episode 32. I'm your host, Tony Rodriguez, and we are here in the amazing Northside Imports of Houston, beautiful brand new showroom, surrounded by the most amazing Maseratis. So I want to thank them for allowing us to film this episode. And here beside me are two beautiful human beings that I have the pleasure of interviewing for today's Bubble Talk episode 32. Thanks for joining, you guys. We know it's a crazy, hectic Tuesday for everybody, and the traffic out there is insane, but we're all here and very, very grateful that you're joining us tonight. This is Nancy Ohanian. Am I saying that right, Nancy?
Yes,
Yay, I got it right. And Enrique O. I'm going to call him Enrique O because I tried to. Olazabal. Did I say that right?
Olazabal. Yeah.
Okay.
Enrique Olazabal.
Olazabal.
Yeah.
And we are going to talk about today happiness and how to grow your business fast, you guys. Everybody's an entrepreneur, I feel, nowadays. Don't you guys believe that? Like everybody's doing their own business, doing their own thing. But how do you do that utilizing social network? How do you do that using social media? And how do you do that with a positive, happy attitude?
Difficult.
That's the question. That's the golden rule, right? Let's talk about it. So introduce yourselves, like how this whole thing started and what you guys do. What is network marketing?
Yeah.
People want to know what network marketing is.
Yeah. It's more common than most people think. Enrique's been an entrepreneur for many, many years. I fell into it. I
love the story though. Tell the backstory.
Yeah.
Backstory.
I was in the corporate world in my 20s. And then I had 2 kids and I had the privilege of being a stay-at-home mom, which is the best job on earth. But then I found myself divorced and 3 years ago. So I went back in the workplace and was looking at restarting life in my 40s, and then looking at the financial future.
Sure.
And just kind of trying to figure it out. I had a lot of balls in the air. And one of the balls I had was network marketing because I saw a friend of mine post on Facebook, and she's someone I love and trust. And she looked like she was having fun.
That's
and
crazy.
She was making money. And I thought, well, that would be a great way to supplement my income. And that's how I fell into it. So this is really that was my first run at entrepreneurship. And now I've just got the bug. And you know what? There's nothing
so
like
many
it.
similarities. People who know Tony Rodriguez and know the journey of Bubble Talk. Is this crazy? I just learned this about Nancy, and I feel already so many parallelisms. Like, wow. I mean, I understand getting to your 40s and now 50s and being a single mom and trying to figure out how I was going to supplement my income. So that is an amazing backstory. Like I'm right there with her. I totally dig it.
Yes,
awesome.
So many women. You start to realize at first I was a little bit embarrassed, when I was going to network with people.
Right.
And I'd meet other women that had been successful like you have in their careers and had careers. And I thought, well, what are they going to think of me? I was just a stay-at-home mom. Not that I think that's an amazing job.
Of course not.
But the more that you get to know people, the more real you are with people. There's a lot of people in this situation right now. And we all relate. And no one feels like they're above or below anyone. It's just we're all trying to make the best of what the world has to offer right now. There's a lot out there, especially in Houston.
Yes. And poor Enrique is outnumbered right now with these two sitting next to each other. And he's just sitting here going, yes, yes. So give us your take on how this all started for you, Enrique. How did this happen?
I mean, I've always had an entrepreneur's spirit. I've always been hustling, doing real estate, buying investment properties, flipping homes, always finding a side hustle as I worked a full-time job. And then, I was like, okay, what can I do next? So I became a business owner. I owned several dry cleaners in Austin, Texas. I think we got up to 10 locations in 5 years.
Wow.
And I really loved being a business owner, but I didn't love being away 15 to 18 hours a day in a small business. So I was trying to figure out a way where I could work from home, get my time back spend more time with my son, travel, spend time with family, have a better quality of life.
Sure.
And that's when a friend introduced me to network marketing. And then I was like, okay, if this is really real, then
I'm in.
Like I want to be able to own my time and control my income. So that was an eye opener for me because nobody really approached me in network marketing before. And this was 6.5 years ago. So I jumped in and I made it a full-time career.
That's so
and then
crazy.
If you want to continue, that's how we met. And Yeah, take it
See,
from
this
there.
is insane because I've only been doing it 8 months, right? And we were talking, she asked me, what's your ultimate goal, Tony? I said, my ultimate goal is to do this full time, to do my real estate and do this full time so I can work from my house. So I don't have to be out every single day
Yes.
and leave my amazing family and leave my amazing son when I can utilize my time more wisely. But it's a grind. I get it. Like we're still,
Yeah.
I'm still learning. It's a process. People ask me, do you make money doing this? I said, oh, yes. Yes, you do. So explain that, how this whole process. So you two meet.
Yep. So when you're a networker, you're networking, right? You're
Right,
constantly
correct.
meeting people. You're finding like-minded people. You're kind of going through that, attracting your tribe kind
Sure.
of thing. And so that's what we were doing. And we do a lot of that on social media. That's how we met.
Yes.
So,
yes.
and
I'm
that's
part of her tribe.
You are.
I'm part of her tribe.
You are. So we were networking, and at the time I was kind of a fledgling in network marketing, and actually just a fledgling in life, really.
Yeah.
I mean, you jump out of a marriage and
Yeah.
you're like, what's going on?
Yeah, you're like, how am I supposed to be?
Yes.
Right, yeah.
So in the industry, I was just always watching people that I thought were doing it well, and I didn't know necessarily what they were making, but I just liked the way they were doing it because it was very professional.
And when you say doing it, you're saying being on camera, doing Facebook Lives, doing a lot of social media.
right,
Is that-
representing themselves on social media,
Building your
that
brand.
Building
was a
your brand.
very
Okay.
difficult thing for me.
Mhm.
I'm super private normally, right? But
I used to be.
yes.
Same here, same here.
I used to be extremely private.
And that's hard to believe. And I think a lot of people look at us now and they think, oh, well, they've always been that way. But no, both of us were very private, didn't really like to use social media. So for me, it was important to understand, well, how's this working?
Yes.
How are they doing it, and who's doing it well? So when I had the opportunity to have a call with him, I took it. Normally I wouldn't, but I took it, and that's how we met.
Thank goodness you did.
Yes, and it was.
It worked out
Yeah,
great.
it was very quick. We found that we were very
Lot in
compatible, and a lot in common. And then he was in a different business, and I decided to join his business. And we basically got a relationship and a business relationship all rolled into one. Ladies,
She won the lottery.
I don't know.
She basically won the lottery.
recommend it. I don't recommend it. At the beginning, it was very tough, right?
It was.
Not
My
all of us
goodness.
win the lottery.
So that's how it happened. And so we've been working together ever since. And if you can get through a year and a half of network marketing with your
Together, you
partner,
can get through
you can get
anything.
through anything.
So
Yeah.
let's talk about the happiness, the idea of happiness that these two emote. If you've had the opportunity to follow them, if you know who they are, you already understand this. But for a lot of my Bubble Talk viewers who maybe have not met this amazing couple, they do this as a team. They do it individually, but I've done my homework. They do it basically as a networking couple.
Mm-hmm.
And their vibe is so positive. And that's so important to me because I've had to, like, you follow my posts, leave negative situations and
Mhm.
people and jobs because it wasn't the right place for me. It wasn't healthy for me. So I'm all about surrounding yourself with like-minded individuals who are positive. So tell me how important that is to both of you in growing this and building your brand.
Extremely important. And the reason is because traditionally we've all been taught, whether we want to believe it or not, that you get good grades, you go to college, you get this job, you get this money, you get this house, you have a family, and then you're happy, and then you're happy. And really what we've come to find out is, and scientific research proves it, is that actually happiness is the key to success. So it's happiness first,
Yes.
and then success, whatever success means to you.
Because those things aren't going to make you happy.
Exactly.
That's right. And I've watched it, I've seen it happen because, I did have the privilege of being a stay-at-home mom. So I was very happy, and I didn't have the burden of having to make the income, which is very difficult, right?
Yes.
It's a lot of burden.
Yes.
So I watched a lot of my friends go from just the regular, sort of college student, not making much money, but we were quite happy, right? With
Mhm.
some of the happiest times of our lives.
Sure.
And then the striving was great too, but arriving didn't make them any happier. In fact, I saw a lot of people get more and more
Very
unhappy.
disillusioned, very
Yes.
like anticlimactic, right? It's like,
Yeah.
I'm here and now what? Aren't I supposed to be like
Yep.
exuding happiness and I'm not? So what's
Mhm.
happening here? It's very deflating.
It is. And
Mhm.
positivity, it's not about being delusional either.
It's a choice.
It is a choice.
It really is.
Yeah.
Like as soon as you guys walked in the door, I was like, oh. because you can feel their aura, their energy, and people who know me know I get a good vibe, that God-given discernment, that gut feeling of these are good people, and that is like connective, that connectivity to positive vibes, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And so, Enrique, you out of both of us, or all three of us, have been doing this the longest.
Yes.
So what do you attribute your success to?
Well,
Because you have a huge following.
Yeah.
I mean, you both do together. They have a huge following together.
So I would say personal development. When I first came into the network marketing industry, I didn't read a lot of books, and I didn't do all the stuff that that you see that successful people do. So I picked up on a lot of those habits and traits from mentors, and I started paying attention to what the very successful people were doing. And I said, okay, if I want to be successful, I have to do what they're doing. So I was reading books, listening to audios, going to seminars, really picking up on all those traits of successful people. And then I started applying them in my life, and things started to change. I started attracting the right people into my life, especially
yes.
yes,
I love
it. Your ideal business partners, people you want to work with. And it's just mind blowing how quickly your life can change in a short amount of time if you make the choice mentally to do it.
Believe that.
Yeah. So that's really it. I had a shift. I'm blessed that somebody introduced me to this industry, because it really, what people say is this industry is a personal development program with a compensation plan attached. The more you grow, the more you earn. So it's in your best interest to keep growing and becoming better. And the more people that you can lead, the bigger your business is going to grow, the bigger your finances are going to grow. So to get there, you have to do the work. There's no shortcuts in this industry. You can't fake it till you make it. No, you can't. Not in this industry.
Yeah. So you have to be consistent. And I think your key word is lead.
Yes.
You have to be a leader, and you have to be unafraid and uninhibited to lead. You have to lead. You can't just get on Facebook Live and go, hi. So you have to give us something, some content, some material, right?
Yeah, people just see the social media part of the business. They don't see the behind the scenes in the trenches, the phone calls, the Zoom chats, team meetings. You have to, like you said, you have to become a leader in this industry to be able to be very successful. So most people think, oh, it's just social media. I can post a few things here and there and do that. It goes beyond that if you want, really big success in this industry.
Sure.
So you have to become that leader, right? Become the leader that you would want leading you.
Right. Sure. And in that leader, there's value. So then big brands like Maserati, like other brands that are out there that want something of value from you, something that you can give them back, whether it's your networking, your sphere of influence, your face, your voice. You become a living, breathing commercial for that brand. And those types of brands are looking for people who are true leaders. I mean, it all coincides. It all goes together, which is why I loved having these two on. And I love having them on right now, because I feel like they can give you so many, my Bubble Talk viewers out there and their viewers as well, so many tidbits of advice, of information that maybe you've known all along, but something triggers for you. The more you watch, the more you expose yourself to positive, like-minded people, great things are going to start happening for you guys. I promise you that. I feel that every single day when I'm in a meeting, when I'm somewhere talking to maybe a new friend or a new individual, I can tell you 9 times out of 10, this person's going to continue to stay connected to me, or I'm probably never going to talk to them again. I mean, I'm just being honest. You just know, and everybody's so great and nice, but it's about giving them something positive, not just content, but in a positive manner. There's enough negativity in this world. We don't need any more. We don't need it in the comment section. We don't need it, we don't need it in person. We need positivity. And I think that's why when I watch you guys, that's exactly what I feel.
Thank you.
Like I'm drinking my coffee and I'm like, look at these two. Look at these two. Like I get excited. And I follow a few other people like that I just feel like every time they're on camera, every time they're speaking, there's a lot of positivity going on.
Thank you so much.
Can we say hi to some of our friends?
Yeah,
Absolutely.
I see Ken from Australia.
Yeah, our friend Ken,
Hey.
Suzanne.
So you guys know these people. Let me
Oh,
see if I
Yeah,
can.
yeah.
Okay, so
Nicole's from Australia too.
Oh yeah,
there's
Nicole's there too.
Suzanne Lopez saying,
Yes.
"Amen." There's enough negativity. Yes.
She's
Hey, Tracy.
she's the picture of happy.
Oh, that's Tracy. That's Tracy. Sorry,
Oh.
Tracy. It was Suzanne below you.
Yeah.
My apologies. Suzanne says, "Yes, they will. Great things
Are
are happening. Yes, great things happen." I'm sorry, I don't have my glasses on. Okay. So if you guys see any of these people,
Mhm.
please say hello to them. You guys, thank you so much for watching. Trying to get to all of you. And if you have any questions for these amazing individuals, please, at the end, we'll open up a Q&A and you're welcome. I think there's Lana Delgado, Nicole Murphy. Hi, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Everyone out there, Bubble Talk, I originally started 8 months ago to inspire people about fitness, fashion, and living a positive, healthy lifestyle. Because I feel like everything goes together, that when you're in a healthy place, a healthy environment, a healthy place in your life, it shows. It shows in how you walk, you talk, how you dress, how you present yourself, and only positive things will happen from there. And I know the holidays are around the corner, and we're in the midst of all of these like situations where you have parties and no parties, or family, lots of family or no family. You know, I hear the positive and the negative. Try to find some positive time for yourself in 2018 before the year ends. Reflect on it, and then take the positive and move into 2019 to make 2019 better than 2018 was. Okay, you guys, that's my biggest inspirational thing I would like for everyone to get from today's show, is that, you know, whatever strife you're going through, it's temporary. It's temporary. I mean, look at this panel here. We've all had our struggles, and we're here, and we're positive, and we're excited about the future. And it's all thank you to social media and all the amazing opportunities that come from the process of networking.
Yes.
Oh, it's been amazing. It's opened up so many doors for us, so many friends in different countries.
Can you expand on that so people would know, like, what do you mean by different opportunities? Like, can we talk a little bit about that? Okay, sure.
You want to?
Well, we've been offered jobs from people that have been following us on social media, and they said, "Hey, we'd love to partner up and
collaborate,
and actually work for them." And you know, we politely decline because we're building our business and we don't have time for that. But just to have that opportunity from other like-minded entrepreneurs and great people, I mean,
that have faith in you, that
Yes.
see your potential, and like, we've got to jump on the bandwagon with these two because they're going to go far.
Yeah, and that can open up maybe something down the road. We maybe do something.
So you always decline gracefully. I always use those words. Decline gracefully. Like, there's no way to decline something that's a great opportunity when you feel like you're on the cusp of something great like this, which is where we're at. I think we're all in that situation right now. So you guys, if people were to want to follow you, what social media platforms, or we'll put it all in the description, but can you tell them where they can find you or how they can follow you?
Yeah, I mean, we are pretty active on Facebook, you know, look us up. We have our own accounts, and also Instagram. So those are the two platforms we're using right now. They keep us busy enough.
Okay. Do you have a YouTube channel?
I do, but we haven't really launched that yet, but that's coming next.
Okay. Yeah. I could see you two doing it.
Yeah.
I can see that happening. Okay, you guys, don't go anywhere. I want to say thank you so much. I know that the traffic was horrendous, but Houston traffic does not stop Bubble Talk. Understand that.
No,
not at all.
We were going to make it here.
And you guys are welcome to sit and chat, and hang out with me for a little bit. But before we leave, I would like to present Ben Weatherford. He is the marketing director for Maserati, because you guys, we're going to talk about the brand, and we're going to talk and see some cars, because I know some of my guy friends out there were like, yeah, I'm watching tonight, because usually we'll talk about some girl things and they're like, yeah, whatever. But tonight they're like, well, we're going to watch because of Maserati. But you guys, thank you so much. I hope that we can collaborate.
Oh, for sure.
And continue to stay close friends.
Yes, absolutely.
I wish you all the best success. Have a great holiday and a happy new year. And thank you for being on Bubble Talk. I appreciate it so much.
Yeah,
you guys.
Thanks for tuning in.
Thank you. Okay, so without further ado, can we switch out? Do you mind if we do a quick switcheroo now? Ben, are you ready? Thank you so much. Okay, here we go.
Hey, everybody.
Hi, you guys. This is Ben Weatherford. He is the marketing director for Maserati and all these beautiful cars behind you. He's working, so he can't drink bubbles right now.
I can't.
He cannot. So I would like my family and friends and all my followers of Bubble Talk had some questions for me today. And I said, hold that thought, because I'm going to have Ben on later on today in episode 32, talk to you. Give us a little history, a little backstory about Maserati.
So Maserati was founded by the Maserati brothers. There was actually 7 of them. It was founded in 1914.
Wow.
Kind of the height of, pushing the limits with automobiles. And in Italy, of course, there's many famous Italian automobile manufacturers,
Yes.
such as Ferrari, Lamborghini. Maserati is definitely one of them. Really, really awesome story. There were 7 brothers that founded Maserati. They all specialized in something. They actually built bicycles at first. But they got into making race cars. So they started kind of building these race cars. Their first success was in 1926. So it took them quite some time to kind of emerge onto the scene. But one of the brothers kind of propelled them to the spotlight. Alfieri Maserati was the brother that actually raced the cars. So he became...
So one brother raced.
Yes.
Okay.
And then the rest kind of engineered, built the cars. But Alfieri became kind of a household name in Italy and still is. So he is kind of seen as kind of one of the major players of Maserati when it first came out. So he was a very successful race car driver, propelled Maserati into the spotlight. And Maserati is still today the only auto manufacturer to win 2 world championships back to back in racing. So
Wow.
it's a very, very historic brand.
Wow. So when people ask me, because I've had the opportunity to drive 2, the Ghibli and the Levante, what makes Maserati? Well, first of all, any car over $80,000 to me is really special. Okay, let me just make that very clear. But you were telling me some of the cars around us have the Ferrari engine in it, the Ferrari chassis in it. I mean, tell us which is which.
Yeah, so there's a lot of elements taken from Ferrari. Some people that know automotive history probably know that Maserati and Ferrari were actually mortal enemies at one point. But as the years went on and a lot of the brands kind of went different directions, Maserati and Ferrari eventually consolidated into one brand. The Maserati that we know today, these cars around us, was actually rebranded early 2000s. We were once kind of seen on the same level as Ferrari before that consolidation happened. Maserati's cars were $100,000 and above. The cars that you see around us today with the Ghibli, the Quattroporte, and the Levante kind of brought Maserati into the more obtainable crowd. It's still a very...
it's still a luxury automobile.
It's still a very luxurious automobile, but maybe a little bit more obtainable than it once was.
Yes, correct.
So the cars that we see here, there's still a lot of high performance elements like you were mentioning.
Yes.
Paolo Martinelli is a famous engine designer. He designs all of Ferrari's engines. He was actually a part of the Michael Schumacher Ferrari F1 team, designed all the F1 engines. He is the in-house engine designer for Maserati, Ferrari, and Alfa Romeo. So all of the cars you see here have Ferrari motors in them, and they're pure Italian, and they sound amazing. And that's one of the key selling points of the car.
They're purrs. They purr. Like their cars purr. It's insane. It's insane. So you guys, without further ado, I'm going to close out on the Bubble Talk page. And I want you, if you can, to switch over to my personal page, because we're going to walk around with my phone and let you see the interior of some of these Maseratis in the showroom, because I know you guys are dying to see some of the cars that are behind us and surrounding us. Unfortunately, this camera cannot be we can't walk around with this camera. So I want to thank again Northside Imports of Houston. Thank you so much, Ben and Ryan Hahn, for letting us film Bubble Talk episode 32. It's been an amazing, amazing show. And don't go anywhere. Flip over to Tony Rodriguez's Facebook page. I have a live camera going right now. We're going to walk around and check out some cars. Okay, you guys? So thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you to Bella Soleil. I also want to thank, let's say, Beautiful Anti-Aging Studio, all my friends out there, all of my followers. Thank you so much, and stay tuned for Bubble Talk episode 33 next Tuesday. Thank Nancy again, and thank Enrique O for being on today and being incredible. And I'm going to have them walk around with me in a second, and we're going to look at cars. You guys have a great night. Bye. Okay, we're going to end that.